Once upon a time, in a magical land called Petopia, cats and dogs used to live in peace and harmony. They would often play together, share their toys, and even cuddle up together on cold winter nights. But one day, something strange happened. A big fight broke out between the cats and the dogs, and they just couldn't seem to get along anymore. The cats were convinced that the dogs were too noisy and messy, always barking and running around, while the dogs thought that the cats were too snooty and aloof, always sitting around and grooming themselves. As a result, they started to avoid each other and even built high walls to separate their territories. One day, a little kitten named Fluffy decided to venture outside her territory and explore the world beyond the walls. As she was wandering around, she stumbled upon a little puppy named Sparky who was crying in a corner. Fluffy asked him what was wrong, and Sparky explained that he had lost his favorite toy and couldn't find it anywhere. Feeling sorry for Sparky, Fluffy decided to help him find his toy. They searched high and low, under bushes and behind trees, but couldn't find it anywhere. Just when they were about to give up, they saw a group of mischievous mice running away with the toy. Fluffy and Sparky chased after the mice, and after a long and tiring pursuit, they finally caught them and retrieved the toy. Sparky was overjoyed and grateful to Fluffy for helping him, and they became fast friends. The next day, Fluffy and Sparky decided to show their friends how much fun they could have together. They invited all the cats and dogs to a big picnic in the park, where they played games, shared treats, and had a wonderful time. As they played and laughed together, they realized that their differences didn't matter as much as they had thought. They had so much in common, like their love for play and their desire for friendship. They promised each other to never let their differences get in the way of their friendships again. From that day on, the cats and dogs of Petopia started to spend more time together, building bridges and breaking down walls. They learned to appreciate each other's unique qualities and even started to adopt each other's habits. Some of the cats started to play fetch with the dogs, while some of the dogs started to curl up with the cats for a nap. Fluffy and Sparky became the ambassadors of friendship between the cats and dogs, spreading their message of love and unity throughout the land. They were hailed as heroes by all, and their story became a legend that was passed down from generation to generation. And so, the cats and dogs of Petopia learned an important lesson about the power of friendship and the need to embrace diversity. They became a shining example of how different species could coexist peacefully and happily, creating a better world for themselves and others.